So with all the trades coming in, I completely forgot about a Sunday video for the Cat's Meowth. So I hadn't prepared any battles, openings, anything like that. So I had a bunch of videos battle-wise that I hadn't done yet, so went ahead and pulled up one, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is my new Darkrai Lasers deck versus my boyfriend's Accelgor Mew deck. Accelgor Mew Gothitelle, actually. So this is a little bit into the game, so you haven't really missed more than the first few turns. So I'm trying to see if we can catch up. I've used some laser on him. I'm about to knock out a Mew. He's got a Goth and a Ditto set up on the bench, but that's about it. And I believe that is a turn 2 Night Spear for me. No, I don't think it's quite turn 1. So he gets out another Shelmet. And, oh, nope, he decides to put the Shelmet on the Ditto because with Ditto in play, that means you don't have to follow the evolution rule. So he can level ball for an Accelgor, and if he's got the DCE in hand, he can get up the lock. Now, this is why I run Keldeo. Oh, obviously, if you don't know what Accelgor does, deck and cover paralyzes and poisons you, and then it gets shuffled back into your deck. Then he's going to Juniper away the rest of his hand. My boyfriend was thinking that this may become more viable with the new stadium, doing more damage for paralysis. He loves Gothitelle with the trainer lock. That's only one-sided, so the idea is to get up the Accelgor lock and then put up a Gothitelle as your active Pokemon when you shuffle Accelgor back into your deck, and that way you you're preventing your opponent from using trainers. They're paralyzed or poisoned, so they can't just use switch to get out of it. And you're using Darkrai for free retreat. Was that a DCE attachment? No, he ends up not hitting the DCE off that end, and he attaches a Dark Energy to Gothitelle. He will need to be attaching a Dark Energy to Gothitelle anyways, for that to get that free retreat with Darkrai. Oh, he decides to take it back. Interesting. It does. He attaches it to the damaged one. Does he have perhaps the rare candy Gothitelle? If he did, I could see that. Yep, looks like he does have the rare candy Gothitelle. So he's just going to retreat and prevent the me from using trainers, and prevent that little Gothitelle from getting knocked out as well. So, even though he doesn't have the DCE, he still has a really great start. He's got the trainer lock up before I'm really able to take a huge advantage of it. And, yeah, so, go ahead and, I don't know where I want to attach that. He's got 30 on him now. If only I could play a plus power, if only I ran plus power to be able to play it under trainer lock. So it looks like I'm just going to, right now, start powering up another Darkrai, attaching it to the bench. And I don't want to play the Keldeo until I absolutely need to, but if he ends me again, I'm going to have to. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Colress, since that gives me 6 without shuffling his hand in, and I'm hoping he doesn't have an N. So I hit the Gothitelle for 90, bringing it 10 short of being knocked out, and 30 to the Gothita, getting it set up for a knockout. So if he has the DCE, he can get the paralysis lock up, hopefully not ending away my Keldeo. There is the N, or not the N, sorry, the Mew, to be able to copy Accelgor's attack, so he doesn't have to bring up Accelgor and try and dig out a Shelmet and Accelgor line again. So looks like he doesn't have the DCE though, so I think I'm just going to have to play the Keldeo, even though that risks the catcher, but I'm going to take a double knockout right now on the Gothita, so I should be pretty safe on benching that Keldeo. I'll have ways to get out of it at least. I can play my trainers. But I decide not to, and I guess because if I still play the Keldeo and he just catchers it up, then, yeah. I'm in the lock position and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to hold that Colress in my hand and just take the double knockout on the Gothitelle and the Gothita. He's going to bring up his Accelgor, and let's see if he can pull into the DCE. DCE and N would kill me right now. So he's going to first Super Rod in Gothitelle, 2 Gothitelles and a Gothita, and there is the N. So he gets a full hand of 6, so he should be pulling the DCE from that. And I pull a nice hand of 2. Now I do have 2 lasers, and without a Gothita or a Gothitelle active, I can play those lasers, so I can at least do a little bit of damage to my opponent, depending on what he decides to throw up. So he brings up Mew. I do have resistance to him, so it doesn't quite do nearly as much, but it does paralyze and poison me. I do have the extra damage from the stadium coming on, and he shuffles into his deck. And he promotes the Accelgor. I guess he wants to protect that Gothita, but I don't know. I think I would have tried to leave the Darkrai up to maybe I don't know, get a... Yeah, I just don't know if I would have done the Accelgor. He has to take 6 prizes. So he has some... And I think he's got some time to get that Darkrai out of the way, but... perhaps it was a better move. And now I can still play trainer, so I'm wondering if I should just catcher up the Gothita and poison it, because then he's going to have to retreat as well as have the energy attachment to keep the lock up. So well, this works just as well. This way he has to get the... Well, he has to wake up first from sleep, which he did that. Then he has to retreat back to something. And he can't just rare candy Gothitelle up. Yeah, definitely forgot that one. So, talking to him in the little box, let him know that that N did hurt me quite a bit. But yeah, I still have a huge lead right now, so I'm not terribly worried quite yet. We're gonna see if he can keep the lock up, and if I keep you know, whiffing on a nice top deck, then we might still have he might be able to get back in this game. So he's going to go ahead and pull out a Gothorita, so we know he doesn't have rare candy Gothitelle in his hand. But that gives me an extra turn. Maybe if I can hit a Juniper or a Colress, I can get a nice fresh hand, catcher, and knock it out. So he's whining a little bit that I still hit the laser and the catcher. Which wrecked his chance. Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend loves to whine when it comes to Pokemon battles, so he's gonna go ahead and attach to the Darkrai. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, so excellent. The paralysis is up. He was not able to maintain it. So I can retreat now, and he's got 60 on him. He's taking damage from poison. That's game. I think. I do 90 to him. That's 150. Yeah, he had to retreat. He absolutely had to. He knew he was losing the paralysis lock, so I'm not quite sure why he didn't, but perhaps he just missed it. So that's the game. I take my last 2 prizes with Darkrai, and I'll have some more videos of this matchup of the Accelgor deck if I can. It's not a bad deck. We're still not convinced that it's going to be playable for states, but it's definitely something interesting and different. So hope you guys enjoyed today's battle video, and stay tuned for more.